Oh my goodness, this absolutely has to be some kind of solo record. 10 seconds, legendary hunters, easy money guys. Welcome to insanity. Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous Oxidizer setup which will allow us to kill legendary hunters in 10 or less seconds. You heard me right bastard, in 10 or less seconds. But tip number one here please guys, don't reinvent the wheel at floor 100, simply sprint to the left side, take a seat behind the table and kill all the mobs which will come out from that spot, because that's the only location where mobs will come out from. And you can use artillery turret setup, basically that's all she wrote. And you have to keep in mind that this setup is all about oxidizer damage, oxidizer duration, foam status effect, and of course overcharge. And oh boy, the way we will get it is something else. Easily one of the most complex setups I have ever created. Tip number 2 and 3, basically you have to shoot your charges at the middle. That's the spawn location, and keep in mind that your oxidizer charges will stack with each other. That's the reason why these hunters are receiving such amount of damage, and that's all she wrote. Man, this build is absolutely overpowered if you know how to use it, but like I said, the synergies and the way oxidizer works with your talents, weapon and grenade is something to see, man. Honestly, check my build guide, I will try to explain everything in really simple and quick way. But before we continue, today I want to recommend to you my partners, a site for boosting services, bwing.net. If you want to get an eagle or any other exotic, as well as equip a cool build using items from the Dark Zone, then these guys will help you to get this and much more in a short time. They have updated prices and deadlines for all services. The boost works with account sharing, so they do everything for you without cheats or bug abuse. I have tested this service myself, so I can recommend you these guys easily. They can be trusted, man. And of course, with my promo code, you will get 15% discount on all services. This site has been working for many years. It has a lot of clients, reviews and payment methods, man. If you didn't get my promo code or you have any questions, feel free to type your message and operator will reply immediately. But now let's get back to my build. And if I have to be honest, this one is absolutely amazing setup for me, because I'm farming floor 100 by myself because I don't have any friends and my clan died a year ago. So yeah, I know you have boss levels as well, but for me, floor 100 is simply the best farming method. I can kill hunters in 10 seconds, come on man, simply switch characters and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. So yeah, for me this is super easy farm, nothing wrong here, but I have to warn you that 90% of success depends how good you are with grenades. Foam grenade is everything here. 90% of success depends on that foam grenade, guys. If you're gonna miss it, that's game over. You have to foam hunters, then oxidizer will do the dirty work. So to get foam grenade, from other hand, we will use gunner specialization. That's the reason why we use this one. We don't need bonus armor from medkit, we don't need ammo, we don't need increased fire rate, we need that freaking foam grenade. And how oxidizer works, it's really tricky. You can shoot oxidizer and you see it has its base damage, but once you will make that one shot from your test subject, named assault rifle, within sync, your damage will skyrocket. You will immediately receive ridiculous damage boost. So how everything works here, you are going into that floor 100, throwing your foam grenade. That will trigger your overcharge. Yeah, foam grenade will trigger overcharge. And you see, I immediately triggered that and Oxidizer killed me. Basically killed me because Oxidizer will now receive increased damage, increased duration, and of course range or radius. Oxidizer radius will be ridiculous once you will throw that grenade. So the synergy here is perfect. You go inside, you basically shoot all your 8 charges at the one spot. Go throw your grenade, that will activate that overcharge mode, so Oxidizer will hit like crazy. Activate hunters, trigger them, apply a couple shots from your test subject named assault rifle, which will activate perfect in sync for 5 seconds. Use now your second grenade just to make sure that those hunters never leave the spot and they will be dead in a couple seconds. For insurance, apply in that 5-second window second grenade, and that's all she wrote. Again, make couple shots to activate in sync, because in sync will be active basically at least first half non-stop, because Oxidizer is activating it. It will count as working skill, so Oxidizer duration will give you all the time in sync first half. You have to make one shot only on target, and you will receive full 40% weapon damage boost and skill damage boost. This is how it works. And then that's all she wrote, guys. Capacitor will not work here, unfortunately, because you have to stack capacitor. It would give you the best skill damage boost, but there is no time and you will not be able to apply 40 stacks, let's be honest here. So for secondary weapon, don't worry, you will never use it. And for pistol, again, no, you will never use it. Pistol, you're gonna use test subject, and damage out of cover is really important attribute. Make sure that on your test subject, third attribute is damage out of cover. That's really important. Now move to the build. Like I said, this setup is all about Oxidizer damage. That's the reason why you need skill damage on your gear. Oxidizer duration, skill duration. Guys, you have to reach 18 seconds. It's absolutely must have. It's bare minimum 18 seconds with Oxidizer duration. One charge should last 18 seconds minimum, because you have to manage to shoot all 8 charges and then trigger the hunters. So in that 80-second window, you have to shoot all charges, and then you will be able to proc overcharge, and that will increase your skill duration by 30%. Really nice math and synergy between all the gear, but skill duration 80 seconds minimum. I have almost 20 seconds. I would recommend you to get 90 or 21, 19, yeah. For chest piece, I'm using Wyvern with glass cannon. Best DPS output, glass cannon is must have. For holster, I'm using improvised holster because I can apply their mod. Improvised gear will go with mod slots, and you will use their skill duration mod to again increase your Oxidizer cloud duration. It's really important, but status effect is really necessary to improve your foam grenade. It will improve your foam grenade duration. So status effect will work with your foam grenade, skill damage and skill duration will work for your Oxidizer, excuse me. And this backpack, I finally found meaning for this backpack. Or purpose. It will give us extra grenades, it will give us status effect, it has skill damage already on, skill duration in mod slot, but main thing here, guys, by throwing grenade you will get overcharge, and that will increase your Oxidizer duration, damage and cloud radius. And tip number 4 or 5, who counts, you should find Petros gloves or Fox Prayer's knee pads with skill damage attribute, and roll of course skill tier on them, because these will give you the best damage here. There is no way around. Unfortunately, just like in PvP, for DPS reasons, These two gear pieces will provide you with the best damage, and you see, once overcharge will kick in, radius will be immediately bigger, and that's the reason why I'm receiving all the time damage by throwing grenade. I'm basically cooked immediately once I proc that overcharge, but the synergy is perfect here. Apply all charges at one spot, go inside, throw grenade, it will proc overcharge, apply couple shots from test subject, proc your insane, and for safety reasons shoot maybe one more grenade or use one more grenade, and that's it. Of course, you could use creeping that will give you some room for error. If you will maybe miss your shot and maybe you're gonna farm only one target, creeping that will farm second hunter as well, but you're gonna lose a little bit damage, so that's a little bit tricky. But to me, this perfect setup is really strong. So for DPS reasons, you should find Fox Prize knee pads and Contractor's gloves with skill damage as second attribute and roll skill tier to get absolutely the best damage out. I'm getting 308k per tick from one Oxidizer charge. I think you could get maybe 320k or even more. So thank you for watching, see you in the next one and enjoy farming.